Well, as we continue this very important and exciting series called 22 Questions, we're here today by a cricket lover extraordinaire, Mahammad Qureshi. And he is a man, very interesting individual. And at the end of this clip, you would realize that probably no one else in this world loves cricket like the man called MAQ. Here with Mahammad Qureshi, better known as MAQ, the man who has built a dynasty around cricket, successful American businessman as well. And I don't think anyone loves cricket as much as him. MAQ, our first question to you, how come you love cricket so much?
I born the country where they was playing cricket to start with, and in Pakistan back there, and my brothers and my older brothers all they playing cricket, so that's why they got into it, and I would start playing in junior schools, and I'm loving there. Thereafter, it's become my passion.
And how have you been able to translate that into the American culture?
It's very hard for the USA culture, and then we're trying to put this thing up. When we come, I see now many years, and the cricket not been promoted. So I thought maybe we can bring this thing cricket to bring in this culture, adopt it similar same game, just like football, and they're playing American football and American basketball and baseball. So if we can create it the same pattern of the timings and fast versions, which is have done, and I try out called T20, and that's the first time we played it, and they can bring that cultures to play more because it's a shorter time. You got results on it, and they fit just like American games, one of the sport. But that's why they never been promoted properly. So I think there will be work. There was been working since we started.
Maxine, that you love cricket so much, how many kids do you have, and do any of them play cricket?
Yeah, I have 4 kids and 1 girl and 3 boys, and the oldest is the girls, and the boy is Zishan Qureshi. He's playing cricket. He's born raised in here, and that's been playing for American cricket. He's also captain for US All Stars. And I have the Ayan little one. He's playing also cricket, and one of the boys is playing fencing. So I have, and then my daughter is playing cricket with us on the league, and then now she also doing the horseback riding, and that's her passion. And she's wonderful. All kids involved in the cricket, and because I had to carry them when I was playing and also for the league, so their passion came along with them, and I'm so seeing of them. They was all loving it and enjoying it. And then one of them, the best players came up from there, which is Zishan Qureshi. If you look at it, it's all over the Google. You can Google him and you can find out about him. And he's playing passionately cricket. I think there's a good development, and this will have the best season for him, Zishan Qureshi. If you look at it, it's back to back all the best players he's played with, and he made it 3 man of the match on the first 3 games.
And so tell me, is it safe to say that your family, you have a fencer, you have a horseback rider, and 2 cricketers? So it's safe to say that you're a sporting family?
Yeah, all they are. Like I was growing up with a sport family, basically. All of us been playing, and my kid is the youngest one, Ayan. He's playing golf, he's playing tennis, and he's playing cricket also. But his passion's coming along with the sports, for the parents.
Mark, tell us about your business exploits. You came to America as a young man, and you were able to become one of the most successful businessmen that has now helped you in pursuing your passion, which is cricket.
Yeah. I went to college here, and then I have marketing research, and then also during the college I was working for researching on real estate, and which I have done. And there after that I was working at a big company, a lot of experience again on for 7-Eleven, Circle K's, and Equal gas stations, and they have Marathon oil companies. So I've been working on those, and I decided to open my own business, which is gained a lot of experience during the college times, and I've been blessing by God. It's very successful, blessing by my family, also supporting. So I start first business is 1990, and then we become very successful. I have oil company, I have real estate, finance company, and real estate is one of the biggest real estate holding company, and gas supplies companies, also retails and shopping centers, and have built a lot of empire things, and continue. MAQ Tobacco companies and their energy drinks, and we had biggest financing company also, we have done that. So this is, and then we started cricket one of as a passionately, but most is supporting by my businesses, and businesses have become very success. I give away back to the cricket, which is my passion. I was there, and I spending tons of times and effort to promote cricket in USA there.
Tell us about this sprawling mansion. It's called the Boca Mansion. It's a lovely property, as you can see. Tell us a bit about this property, how long it took you to build, and what was the idea behind building something so great. You can see in the background there are the horse stables, and you know, if you're part of the Qureshi family, you must play sport. There's a lawn tennis court, and of course you can't, it'll be incomplete without that cricket net to the back there. Tell us, Mark, about this property, the value, and what made you go into such an expansive project?
No, I had it before when my daughter born, and she's Samantha Qureshi, and we was living by ocean and have 250 feet docks, and have the biggest bear aspirin. The guy, he died and passed away. I bought an auction, millions of dollar property, but my daughter born, so I bought it. That piece is right on the Fort Lauderdale beach area, and there was a great piece of property. And loving, I have my boats and all, and I was very successful. My office right by down the street, and kids going, so we grow there. And then certain thing, my daughter decided going to the horses, was in 7 years old, and she was looking at it, horses going. And when I went to the scene of horses, one daughter, the only one I had it, and first child, and I loving my hearts, and I said, oh, I don't like the horseback riding where she going to, is not very pleasant and clean and all. So when I built it, so just for the minors, I came and I bought it. This doctor, one of the doctors on this house, and demolished the house and built a mansion for there. And then we're the horseback riding for her, so she can do the trainings and all other things, so she don't have to go to the barns and all and close to it. So it's my heart, you know. So I built this thing up for the children, and then all the children going here, and she's going horseback riding. I have the batting cage for the son, and then tennis is wife and all. They're playing, the kids, and they're playing tennis, and plus the golf course on the behind, of course. And they took me to 2000 actually. Does that 1999 it started, and 2000 I completed this house. There was the existing house before I built it brand new here, and effort and putting together with everybody, family inputs and design what they wanted to be there. We have a sports room for them, and wonderful swimming pools, and they had it also tennis courts, and they have lovely 8 bedrooms, and it's 22,000 square feet the house, and is a big mansion, but we have a lot of guests coming, and I welcome a lot of them, cricket players and all. And my family is a big family. We have I have 5 brothers and 2 sisters. They're all the kids and family, all they come in here, and we have every weekend family join together. And my family brothers are walking distance, they're living there, and our sisters are walking distance, they're living here around this area. It's over 5.5 acre land. It's a great opportunity. I had it, and give back to the children. You know, every parents want the best for the children. So it does matter, you know. A lot of people say, oh, you know, like there, you know. I say, who don't care, because we want the best school, best living, but also I give them contribution, not to be selfish, and I have to give them out to others. So I have done a lot of things for other children, for other give out. So that's what the God blessing. We have wonderful there, you know, family, and wonderful the place we're living in Florida.
If you have to put a value to this property, what value you would put on it?
Is you cannot just determine the value. It's a unique situation. They build them up, and this neighborhood is could be 20 million to 30 million, depend, because this is a heart and soul, but the land is very expensive in Boca Town. And they, if you seen of them, I seen them $39 million, $40 million houses sold for similar same matter. But we never put on the prices on it. But they can be depend who's buying, because this is not like a normal family they can own and buy this thing up. And there is a house sold down the street, $7 million. Some of them they sold for $39 million in the same area. Boca is very expensive area, but when I bought it and I built it, I spent like over $6-7 million to construction cost that time. And the family will have, blessing with this, and God blessing for all this thing up for been successful out of my business. And then also we flew in the helicopters here on the land on here, and the big space and the horseback riding. So the pretty much is a sports complex we have, and we have basically pool rooms and tennis rooms and all other thing indoors things. We have guest house, 3 guest house. It's not just for the normal families, like the have to be big sports entertainment kind of family. So that's why they built. My neighbor is baseball players, and he have built for 22,000 square feet houses. Also, they could be ranges hundreds of $1 million also, but depend who the buyer is and how you want to sell it.
And is it true that you actually built your own cricket ground?
Yeah, I built that MAQ Cricket Stadium in the Boca riding, and then good thing I was there in auction. My daughters want to be big horse race shows and all stuff, so I said, why not we have the Dr. Sand. They used to be on the property is 30 acres on Boca borderline is in Del Rey, and that was running horse tracks. And I said, well, I'll buy this thing for my daughter and my son playing cricket. So I take the property and divide it, and they call MAQ Cricket Stadium. They call BRCC, Boca Riding Country Club, and also they call MAQ Cricket Stadium. And there's my daughter go play on one side of them, and our son can come in and play another side for the cricket fields. And that's where they grown up. And there was now they grown up, and now we're using for general publics. As you see in our last week, we put on and announced that anybody can come and play and join.
All that he has done, Muhammad Qureshi MAQ has also opened up MAQ TV, which has caught the public here by storm in Fort Lauderdale and America. MAQ TV has been providing cricket coverage across the nation. MAQ, tell us a bit about this concept that is MAQ TV.
This MAQ TV is basically created for the sports channel, and just for the strictly sports, for the cricket and all the sports. So basically the MAQ TV want American sports. So we decided there is no cricket channels. It's just me show them American sports. When I was doing US Open and many other tournaments, we're reaching out to the ESPN, to another channels. They don't want to record it, and they don't know anything about cricket much. And then even they had it like Willow TV and Star Sports and Tennis Sports. They don't want to cover our local cricket. So I decided, why not have my own television stations where we can able to call name after MAQ, and then founders. I was the founder of the MAQ TV, and created that platform so every players who play US Open or play US cricket, they be in there 24/7. So this channel run for 24/7, so we don't have any problems to bagging anybody to get in to show them up. And we want truly cricket for Americans. So this is the best way you can able to promote cricket in USA. I decided to have the channels, and that's why the MAQ TV came up.
Well, MAQ, we're now here with you at the Boca Woods Country Club. Do you spend a lot of time here?
Yeah, this is my clubhouse, and I'm here. It's part of my neighborhood that where I live. And I'm the member of the senior member last 20 years for the Boca Woods Country Club. And they have all facilities, 218-hole golf course as you see, and exclusive memberships here. And they have the tennis courts and health clubs and all. That is the place is very safe and secure. So my children come in for breakfast, lunch, and dinners. They have 2 restaurants here where we can able to eat. And so if they're not home, the kids can come and eat and all, and they have the best food and stuff. So my all the sons play golf and tennis here, and they have also classes for the exercises and all therapies. But it's a great place to live.
Well, we continue with MAQ Qureshi here at the Boca Woods Country Club. And MAQ, do you play golf?
Yeah, I play golf. I try out, and then especially when I was in the business and have Shell Oil Company, they sponsor us to come and play, and we play in many other places. Golf is fun. It's a slow game, but it's not like I swing the ball with it as a cricket. But the golf is similar, same thing. So one day I try out, and the guy said, "Man, you can be very well. You playing very good. So how do you learn?" I said, "No, I play cricket, and then easier to play a golf."
We are at the lake here, MAQ. Do you also come here to go fishing?
Yeah, they have the bass here, and then also the fish there. We can come in with the kids. Sometimes I come in, and especially little one, they love catch fish from here. So we have like 8, 9, 10 fish a day. We catch it and throw back in. But they are eatable fish. It's a beautiful place and secure for the kids to enjoy learning how you can catch the fish. So our golf course community, this is basically the biggest lake. You can see the lake around it, like 7 different lakes in there, and the lakes is connecting each other. Have the pat fish they put on it, bass, special bass for them for catch the fish.
And on that note, what's your favorite food?
I very healthy food. Usually I eat the fish and very less meat, but my fish is like salmon, and then I actually snapper is the baked snapper, the whole fish I eat, and most of them I eat healthy food, vegetarian, a lot of veggies and fish, and I eat steaks once in a while, but it's good to keep them healthy.
What's your favorite Pakistani dish?
My Pakistani dish is the favorite. I ate curry chicken, which is like favorite in back homes, and my mom's cooked it. And but I have okra is also is another favorite food. I have it, and then there's chickpeas. That was in the morning. This is called double, I believe, and a similar same thing in Pakistan. They was have it, and then we eat here in the morning for breakfast. So is this all favorite, but most is like seafoods and fish.
And your favorite drink?
My favorite drink is water. I drink a lot of water, and they keep you healthy. And I think I don't like sodas and drinks and all, but coconut water once in a while. But I had it most of the drinking water.
Do you drink hard liquor?
Not hard liquors. I never try. I never want to be, because this is like a mindset. If you look at it, drink it, the hard liquors and anything, you don't know where you at and what you're saying. So it's differences they made it, and that's the reason I have not. And I encourage it my children and all. They never touched it and all other things, because it's not benefit. If there was benefit, I was drinking. I told them basically, you don't know the differences when you drink. You don't know who's your son and brothers and all. You curse and all. People get drunks and all. Occasionally they drink, some of them, but they're getting habit. So we don't want to have that thing habit and all. And then our culture is not allowed. So only thing I drink hot tea is very commonly, and drink water.
Tell us, what's a typical day in your life? What time you get up in the morning? What's a typical day? What time you'll go to sleep?
I usually wake up early, rising in the morning, 6 o'clock average my day I start. And I wake up in the mornings, and always a habit. My parents, my father actually got me this habit. In the morning he come in and close the AC and fans to make sure we don't sleep, and become habit now. So we wake up, and I sleep midnight, past midnight, 4 to 5 hours average my sleeping nights, and I'm all day energized. And one thing, like I have in my life, I have not buy alarm clock. This is the noted to it. I never have alarm clock, because even I have college, I have tests, I have 5 in the morning flights, and even I go sleep 3 in the morning, I have to get up 5. I just think about it and go sleep. Until now, I never ever use it alarm clock. So basically, just think of less sleeps, wake up in the mornings. Even I sleep late nights, I wake up the same exactly around 6 o'clock.
Do you think 2 hours, 3 hours sleep is enough?
That's what build up my body, and I know is even the doctor saying basically you need a lot of sleeps on. But when the lights comes up, I wake up automatically. So I don't know. That was been doing for years since I've been USA, like 30 years. I remember I hardly sleep in the daytime, like late sleep, early rising, and I believe is and which is my parents saying you have to have wake up in the morning if you want to do anything. The people cannot wake up in the morning and they cannot be very success. And also I take this notes and I try to wake up in the mornings, and since then I've been become my habit. I wake up in the morning, pray for the God for everybody and blessing for day, and start my work.
What would you say, Mark, was the happiest moment for you, in Pakistan growing up?
Happy moment is when my moms came in here and living with us, and it's a very happy moment and be a success. I provided what she wanted, and she went a lot of vacations. So I think my happy moment I seen of the success. My mom seen my success, and I think that's a very happy moment I have it. And she blessed me lots, and that's the blessing is. And a happy moment when you see your kids grown, and then especially my happy moment when my daughter got married, and happy. There's many ways you can see the happy, how happy you can be. Uh, I'm very happy with this entire whole my life, and I God blessing to me, and many way look at it. We had the dream for best life and best educations and best of living styles, and you have children. So all stages I went through, and it's a happy moment. I'm sitting relaxed, and I can give things away what I can before I cannot afford anything. So now early when I was in college, now I have God blesses things, and I give him my blessing back to others.
And your greatest fear in life?
Uh, Not recall anything that is fierce, but um, what I have it, and is I have it. I guess it's nothing fierce on that.
I guess that comes from you being a positive person.
Yeah, because always think positive. I know is achievement can be done. Think positive and do positive things. Always you get it.
Mark, we know you're really big into sport, and of course, you play a lot of sport with your friends. You play a lot of tennis with your friend Amin, and tell us about your relationship with Amin. I know he is very close to you.
Is a neighbor also. Is a friends, college friends, and living nearby neighborhood also. He's been we have combinations on business, real estate, whole things, businesses with him, and it's a good friends back there. And we come here play tennis. This is Reputable country clubs, and I love play tennis, and with the childrens and all my children play. Like they are not favorite sport for them, like primary, but good for exercise and good for enjoyment with the family together. Especially like my whole family, my cousins and my brother kids and all, they come in here play, enjoy the best court for the Boca Wood. They had it, and we come in every weekend and play here.
The U.S. Open, that's a very popular tournament. It's your vision, it's your brainchild. Tell us a bit about where that is at this point in time and where you would like it to go.
US Open basically come an idea when I seen them that tennis US Open. I say, well, it's American sports and people loving it, and golf people loving it. I say, why not cricket have US Open? So that's why I came in with a guy who's actually involved with the golf, is Paul Tuff, and he have done the golf US Open. I say, Paul, can you put things together? A great opportunity for the U.S. Open. So we came with the American Games, the U.S. Open, and the USA played entire whole things is called World Cups, any kind of sports. So we fit in U.S. Open for Americans, and actually all the North America been playing now. And my dream was U.S. Open one recognition sports for America, which is have done that last 10 years, and that's 11th year now. It's 12th edition recognition worldwide and everybody, but that consider Congress recognition, local school board recognition for U.S. Open, one of the tournament where they call cricket and recognizing it, and that's the third largest sports in America as a U.S. Open. So my dream was there, and I want passion and vision, and I believe that was here now, and is very satisfied. I can say that the U.S. Open is the branded American sports.